Yo, 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 what's up, YouTube? Wanted to make a quick video about the new season. I did actually stream a couple games. You can check that out in the top right corner, but I wanted to make a more bite-sized video just for people that want to check out the season pass and are interested in that. So this is season 4 into the in-between, and it's season 4, and we have the battle pass here. Starts with a loading screen, and you got Han's in-between skin. It's all like electrical. Some slime green knuckle dusters, which are disgusting. Shillings. The happy birthday Beck stickers. I'm not sure anyone cares about those anyway. The flesh decoy. Scream if you like scary movies. Please don't kill me Lisa skin. The hatchet hammer of mending, which doesn't really make too much sense considering it's an axe, but you know, we'll move. We got the faint death, which is actually pretty cool. Another loading screen. The Eldritch werewolf skin. This skin line for me personally, I just feel like it's too close to the original. There's not much difference to it, so I'm not that impressed. The wooden root bag scanner. Slime green walkie-talkie. This skin's really cool. Reminds me of the ring girl from the movie The Ring. Bat swarm. Cupcake. The in-between bandage, crime scene loading screen, flesh mask, Eldritch vampire skin, slime green adrenaline, another crit key, the new Terra skin. Obviously my quality settings are on lower just for FPS value, but at the same time it's really not anything different. It's just these are more prominent. Blessing. So the blessings I'll talk about in a minute on the patch notes to explain further how they work. Yeah. This skin's cool. Porcelain. For the Rachel. This Polaroid camera is really cool. Shillings. Kick me. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's actually pretty cool. If you wear this skin, you're gonna get beaten up. Flesh skin. Actually, does this have no? Oh. Wooden root. Balloons. The gamer headset earphones, which is pretty cool. The Marine Chang skin, which is S tier. Well, I'll say S tier, but ready or not. Static. In between light trap. The sleeping cat ball and chain. Some prez, you know what I'm saying? Heat goggle skin. Some more shillings. This decoy is just weird. It's just weird. It's creepy. I believe this is our first animated screen, which is pretty cool. And then you have the skeletal werewolf, which I think is just really weird. It's just really creepy. You got the hatchet upgraded version with blood. You get the enchanted Priya skin. I think the original one's better, just because I think the white is more kind of intimidating. I don't know. It's just more stereotypical horror. Porcelain broken. The black Polaroid. Cosmetic headset. This is the S++ skin. Got blood on his hands and everything. Let's go. The golden cat ball and chain. And the chromatic ski goggles. And lastly, the golden skeletal. Which, yeah, I just don't... This one's just weird. I don't know. I've not seen it in game, so it could be scary, but yeah, it just looks weird to me. It looks really weird. Into the in-between season 4 patch notes. So we got ritual destabilization and collapse. Following your feedback, the final showdown has been removed. Instead, when only 3 subjects remain, the ritual falters, slipping into destabilization. Innocents must still complete tasks, but they will now slowly start to complete themselves. The infected will lose global sight of others Anyone who is downed is banished instantly. Tread carefully, for this is the moment where choices matter the most. Then, when the key is claimed, the ritual descends into total collapse. The in-between takes hold permanently. Any curse left behind are banished on the spot, purged from the realm. For the innocent, survival becomes a race. Insert the key into the exit door, and it will now take time to unlock. Its duration dictated by how many remain standing. But beware, the first innocent through the door will secure the victory, but the ritual does not end. You must escape for yourself if you wish to survive. With danger all around, more exits may be opened, but remember, time is against you. I eagerly await your thoughts and share feedback on social platforms, and I'll use your input to craft the next dark chapter in our twisted saga. So, essentially, the first person out secures the win for the innocent. So even if the infected manage to kill the majority, but one escapes through the door, the innocents are given the victory. And once one person has gone through the door, eventually other doors will open up. Obviously, at this point, we're going to be in the in-between, so you need to hurry, or you're probably going to get caught by a terror. So this is a lot better, because I think with the key as well, it's very easy for innocents to win if they manage to get the key. It kind of validates everyone. Whereas now, only one person can get out if they manage to get all the way to the other side, which is, I think it's better. So you can upgrade to the premium bundle if that's your thing. We've already went through the season pass, but you can go back and look at that if you want. Exclusive skins and items. This is just listing pretty much everything that you get in it, so we already know that. This is the other new thing that they've added to the game. It's the blessing system, which I'm going to give my thoughts on this in a minute, but let's talk about it first. Before the ritual begins, subjects now have an option to invoke a blessing, which grants all subjects of the ritual temporary access to every terror and curse without any cost. This provides a chance to explore all available options in the store. In addition to this, you'll earn double XP as a reward. Blessings can be bought from the store or received as part of the premium pass in Season 4. We'll be generous enough to share your blessings. We've temporarily disabled this feature whilst we investigate a launch with issue. So my issue with this new blessing system, I was misunderstood with it. I didn't understand exactly what it was going to do until I saw these. I thought that the way that they would approach this would be, let's say for example that you're innocent and you've had, let's say, 5 innocent games and you just want to play infected or you just want to play cursed. The way that I thought they'd do it is there would be, for example, like a bar, like an experience bar, and every game that you win as innocent or vice versa would then generate a percentage, or at least after your 5th game of winning, you actually are guaranteed to pick whether you are cursed or infected. The only sort of collide with this is that, let's say for example, other players are on their 5th win and they choose terror or they choose curse. It kind of all gets muddled up. So it's quite difficult to really make it work, but that's the idea that I thought they were going with. The blessing system is kind of cool for people that don't have the DLCs and maybe they don't have the spare cash to buy the DLCs, or they just want to try them out prior to actually purchasing them. But this doesn't really give any effect to anyone that already has the DLC. Someone in my chat told me that it's kind of good. It kind of throws people off. Let's say there's 3 friends and none of them have the DLC. Let's say one of your friends is infected. Your other 2 friends would expect that they'd be the experiment. So if they joined a game and they're the werewolf, then they're immediately going to think, well, it's definitely not Fred. I can see it from that angle, and that does make sense. That is good for them, but I don't think it does any benefit for people that already have the DLC. That's my only gripe with it. Not saying that we want more sort of thing, but it's like just in general, the blessings for itself. And because it takes a slot on the premium battle pass, it just doesn't do anything. I'm not, I guess it's just a double XP is all it really does. For people that already have the DLCs and stuff like that, it pretty much you just get double XP, which is fine, I guess, but not really that big a deal. In other regards as well, I've not seen, because obviously it's disabled at the moment, I've not seen the cost of blessings from the store. The way I see it is, if you're considering to purchase a blessing in order to dabble in some of these terrors, that means 1, you're probably already committed to buying the DLC in the first place because you're spending money to try them, and 2, wouldn't you rather just pay for the DLC rather than have a demo version of it? At the end of the day, it's temporary access. So you get temporary access to Cursed, all the Cursed, and all of the Infected. I just feel like it's better that you just purchase the DLC, to be honest, depending on the cost of this. If it's really cheap and people can afford it and they can't afford the DLC, then obviously by all means. But yeah, I just don't think it benefits anyone other than the people that haven't already got the DLC. As I said, my suggestion about the whole having more % chance in getting the role of your choice, or at least you queue a game but you can select your preference as terror or cursed because you have a blessing, there's a higher chance of you getting it. That's all I would say. Literally, my innocent level is probably like 100 something, whereas my infected and cursed are way lower. And you know, it's not that I always want to play infected or cursed, I don't really mind. It's just the idea that you get innocent a lot more frequently than you do innocent cursed or infected. So I think, yeah, they should have done something there. I think it should have been a percentage thing. My other suggestion for testing terrors out, this is irrelevant to cursed in the sense of like soulbound and chemist and stuff like that, but My suggestion was, if you're Mimic and you decide to pick a downed infected player and they had the werewolf, you as Mimic pick them, so you should have their form. I think that this would be better for the Mimic. It would make them a lot more powerful because, for example, if everyone knows that the werewolf is Chang and Chang dies and then a Mimic picks the role, everyone gets notified. If they turn around and say, because this has actually happened to me in a game with my friends, if they turn around and say, if there's 2 infected and it's not a werewolf, then the Mimic has chosen XYZ, and now we know that the Mimic's bad and we know who the Mimic is. It's Hans. I think if you made it so that the terror that you pick and whatever they selected in the pre-game lobby, werewolf, vampire, experiment, you get that and you play as that as Mimic. That would be my only suggestion, to change the Mimic up a bit. I think it'd be a lot better. I know this is irrelevant to the blessings, but it kind of gives you a little bit of incentive as well as a Mimic to try and pick someone that has a different terror form, you know? I think it'd be cool. Coming soon, we have the new circus map. Navigate the remains of the Solara sisters, or Solara sisters. Circus, once joyful, now a nightmare. I think this is probably going to be the best map in the game. I have a little bit of a feeling of how the testing chamber is going to go, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. Clown DLC. My next plans for the ritual involve the Morgus Terror, a crazy curse, and eye-popping item. There's a little bit of a teaser here. I can't wait for that. It's going to be dope. So subjects, dive into season 4. It's not just a game, it's a fight for your sanity. Welcome to the in-between. The ritual awaits. If you like this video, consider hitting subscribe, giving it a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, and turn on notification bell if you don't want to miss any news / gameplay / guide videos on Deceit 2 and social deduction games in general. But yeah, I hope you have a good weekend, and I appreciate you, and catch you in a bit.